Dana White said Khabib was going to do the Ultimate Fighter with McGregor until McGregor blew it. Now, would you have wanted to see that season of the Ultimate Fighter? How realistic do you think it was that we would have seen that season of Ultimate Fighter? And just what are your thoughts on that?
I just think Dana's full of it on this one. I honestly do. But I don't understand why McGregor leaking messages about Dana would turn Khabib off that anyway if he's into the idea. But I just don't think Khabib wants to spend 6 weeks alongside McGregor or however long the Ultimate Fighter is. It just doesn't seem very likely. And without these two coming to fight, like fighting every day, I just don't understand it. And I don't understand how much more value it puts on a potential rematch. I think the rematch is huge anyway. It's probably going to break all records. So why do you need another 6 weeks of build up and just taking away from everything? And it just doesn't seem to add up. And I think Dana likes to, float things out there, against his fighters sometimes. He's not always one to be believed. So I'd be interested in seeing it. I just don't think it was ever likely, and I don't think Conor McGregor leaking some messages on social media influenced it. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I agree with you there. I don't think it was ever going to happen because Khabib doesn't seem like the type of person who wants to spend, like you said, 6 weeks with Conor McGregor. And I imagine every interaction they'd have on the show would be too heated for the show. I mean, look at after he beat him in the ring, he jumped out of the ring and attacked his team. What do you think he's going to do if he's in opposing houses for 6 weeks? Like, it's not going to be a good thing. It's going to cause more drama for the UFC that they don't want. And yeah, I just don't think it was ever going to happen. But I will pitch you some good Ultimate Fighter coaches right now. The first one that comes to mind is Khabib on one side and GSP on the other. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that'd be good. That would be more likely. If Khabib was gonna do the Ultimate Fighter, I think it'd be more likely. But he doesn't. Does he speak great English, Khabib? Like, what type of TV would it be? Like, I'm not sure. Like, and then even the McGregor thing, Khabib would have all his coaches and his friends with him. McGregor would all have all his friends. It'd just be a battle every day. So I'd rather see Israel maybe do it. Like the next one is someone who's like he's clearly a very funny guy, and put him up against
You got it. You got it.
I don't know.
Jones. That's the one. Israel or Jones.
Yeah. And I think them two would be able to contain it a bit more, and they'd have more, banter and things like that. So I think it'll be interesting. It seems like they want to go big with this latest season. They seem like they want to go and get the biggest star they can get and put him in Masvidal Covington. There's another one. If you want, Masvidal's a money man. He wants to make some more money. Put him a few weeks in the Ultimate Fighter. I'm sure them two can keep a lid on it. And so there's plenty of other options. I don't think that was ever one of them. And I think Dana White is just, throwing a bit of mud at Conor because he's unhappy with him right now.
Yeah, I agree. But I'm telling you, the Jones-Izzy one is the one to do. You've already seen it with Jones. I think it's probably my favorite season of The Ultimate Fighter, the one where Jones coached alongside Chael. I think that was probably my favorite season. And Jones was able to hold it in. He didn't start anything on the set, and it just made for good television. Now you put him alongside Izzy, who is a charismatic guy, knows how to speak, knows how to joke around, and I just think that's fireworks. And I think that is the big pairing they're looking for. And one thing that also makes me feel more excited if they were to do this would be that Dana White recently said that was the fight to make. So if they spend 6 weeks filming that, then 6 weeks after that they fight. That's crazy television, man. And it'll do loads of pay-per-views.
Yeah, I think that is something that could benefit from, some more, building on momentum. He's a star, but he's still a relatively new star. John Jones has been off the boil as of late, so I think it could do with a bit of hype and a bit of, just letting these two go at each other in face-to-face rather than social media. It just adds a new dimension to it, whereas we've already seen Khabib and Conor go at it face-to-face, social media, in the cage, so I don't think we need any more of that. So this is something that really makes sense, and if they're going to make that fight, I think this is the way to make it, and it'd be interesting to see if they can do it.